So until now, we have created our database and we designed our first report page, which we can see here on the screen. So right now we maybe want to um, provide it or give it to other users, to colleagues, so they can work with this report as well. Well, first thing, I've said that before, you can press a refresh button here, and then the data is loaded again from the sources. So for example, if you have an Excel with the data, you create your report, then you have the data in the report, you see the data. Next month, you maybe have different data, or maybe you have additional data that could happen as well. And then if you then say refresh, then the data within Power BI is deleted and the data from the sources is loaded again. So that's what's happening with a refresh. You can do that whenever the data has changed, you can refresh it here manually, and then the report is shown with the new data afterwards. So we can save this Power BI file, and the result is such a file like this one. This is a training report. That is the one we see here. And this contains the data from the Excel file. This is loaded into Power BI. And if we save the report, this one contains both the data and the report page, or pages if there are multiple pages. And of course, you can go and give this file to someone else. And that person just needs Power BI Desktop to be installed, which is not really difficult. And then you can, of course, see the report. But that person also had the ability to, well, to change that report, to delete something, to create his or her own data or whatever, or change calculation formulas or stuff like that. So it really depends on. Sometimes you don't want to have that in that way. So if you want to control that, you normally would publish your report to the Power BI Cloud. The Power BI Cloud is this one here. This one is from my test user, the web account. And right now we are here in, well, my workspace. That is something like my files in Windows. So this is a workspace where where only I have access to. I have write access, reading access, whatever, and that's my workspace. There can be several other workspaces. So in a big organization, the administrator might implement several workspaces. I don't know, maybe depending on the organizational structure, or maybe on some project structure or whatever. And within these workspaces, you can set access rights to persons. So there could be a lot of people who can, for example, read and run the reports, but who cannot change the reports itself. That maybe only the developers could do. So these things are possible with the workspaces. So right now we have to publish our report. You see some other report here. If I want to publish it, it's pretty easy. Well, you need a web account, you need a Microsoft account. You can create one. I think you can create one without a license, but then it's only possible that you, for yourself, for example, upload the report there, but you cannot give it to other persons then. If you want to use all the features from the Power BI Cloud, you need a license, which is, I think, 10 bucks a month or something like that. But it depends on, because with the Office licenses for companies and organizations, there are also some Power BI licenses included. So if you are planning to implement a big reporting with Power BI in your company, then you should contact your Microsoft salesperson to check. the license situation then. So what you need is, well, everyone who wants to see the reports of other persons needs a license for the Power BI Cloud. Well, if so, then you have an account for the Microsoft Cloud. Well, normally I think it's connected to, well, it's the same email address you're using for work. That is normally the way you do it. And then you can just connect to the cloud and publish, well, your reports. So right now, well, if you have all these things, a license and an account, then it's pretty easy. You have to connect your Power BI or log in Power BI desktop into your account. You can do it here, where right now I am already logged in, you see. This is my test user here. It's pretty easy, just click on it. You have to type in your username and a password, and then you're logged in, and then your username appears here. So when you're logged in, then you can publish. So right now, I just have to press here, go to home, and then press publish. First of all, you're asked to save the changes first. Okay, we'll do that. And then you can select, you see here all the workspaces you have publishing rights on. So that's always the My Workspace thing, and maybe some others. In my case, it's only my workspace, so I select it. And then it's taking a moment. And now the data and the report both are uploaded. So success. So this should have worked out. I will go here to my workspace. Maybe I don't have to do it. Maybe you have to refresh it here. And here we see the training report and the training report. This is the semantic model. This here, this is the data model. For example, the thing is, if you've divided it, you can have several reports based on one model. So you can go here and just click on it and just say create a report. And then you're creating a second report based on this data model, on our data we have used so far. So the report we have created in Power BI Desktop is this one here, training report. You can just click on it and you see it's looking pretty much the same as we know it from our Power BI desktop thing. You can just click on the buttons here. It works out very nice and very easy. If you have access rights for writing and editing the report, you can just click here on the edit button. And then you see it looks pretty much the same as it looks in Power BI Desktop. We have the visualizations pane here, we have the data, we have our data model here. So that works, yeah, pretty easy, the same way as it works in Power BI Desktop. So you can just, for example, if you want to place a single KPI on your report, just drag, where is it right now? Oh no, I have to undo it right now. Where is the... I don't see it right now. So I have to just click it here and then I go here. And then, for example, I can drag this one here and I see, you see, it's working the same as it does in Power BI Desktop. So that's pretty much it. Don't save. Go to my workspace again. So yeah, that's pretty much the thing. So when you have your report here, you can go to your report here and you can say something like you want to share it. And then you can type in here the names of the colleagues you want to share it with. You can go here and just say the recipients can share this report again, or they can build their own content on the data associated with the report. You can just check or uncheck these boxes here, and then you can just give access to this single report to one person. So that's one thing. That's this share button. And of course, it's possible if you have a workspace where several people have access to, then you can just place your report there, and all the people that have access to that workspace also can use your report then. And that's the second way how you can do it. So that's pretty much it. So if you have your report here, you can share it with other people, and that's pretty much it. So right now, well, we've reached the end of this course. I hope you enjoyed it, and also I hope you received some new insights and some new ideas, and hopefully you also, well, you also have taken your first steps with Power BI. Right now you can try it with data of your own, for example, create a small report on some Excel data you maybe have in your daily work or something like that. If you're interested in deeper knowledge on Power BI, that's what it now pretty basic, but there's a lot of other things um, yeah, to work with. So far, we haven't done so much in the Power Query Editor. You can, for example, if you have data in several data sources, you can put them together to one table with using joins, which, for example, you also use in a database normally, and stuff like that. We haven't focused much on this data model thing. If you have, well, more complicated data situations, and maybe larger reportings you want to create, then this topic becomes very important with the time. We haven't focused on that one. So with the knowledge we reach today, it's easy to go and just take some Excel report and just put it to Power BI. That works fine, I guess. And but there's a lot of more if you're using it in a more professional way. One thing we didn't deal with is also calculated tables, calculated columns, and measures you can create. That is for more complicated calculations if you want to create them for, I don't know, sophisticated forecast or trend calculations, stuff like that. But also for easy stuff like I want to compare my value of this month with the value of the month 1 year before, stuff like that. For that, you need calculations created by or with DAX, which is data analysis expressions. It's also some kind of programming language in Microsoft. And well, also a topic. If you are doing more stuff with Power BI, you want to learn this DAX also. So yeah, if you're interested in those topics and in more knowledge on Power BI, well, I offer, beside this free course, some real courses, video courses, but also live online trainings, 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, um, well, whatever you need there. I also offer single coaching lessons. You can book me for, I don't know, 1 or 2 or 3 hours, and we can take a look at your report or your Power BI problem, or maybe just share ideas or whatever. So I offer that as well. Well, if you're interested in these things, then well, take a look at my web page. There you find everything else. If you have questions on this report, well, you could go to my web page. There you find my contact data, and yeah, you can just don't hesitate to write me an email. So, well, this final report I also put on my web page. So if you want to, you can download it together with the training data.